Hey, it's Angie with News OK. I'm here at the Science Museum, Oklahoma, where they have just announced that they are receiving a $12 million grant from the Donald W. Reynolds Foundation towards the museum for a wonderful, exciting children's museum that's going to expand this museum, make it even more amazing. And I'm here with the president of the museum who can tell us all about this. This is so great. Tell us about, this is a capital campaign that you guys are doing.
It is. We're, this is the first major exhibit we will have done in a very long time for this museum. And we're not quite there yet, but we're excited that we're 3/4 of the way there. And so we should really, within the next 24 months, have this exhibit on the ground.
That's exciting. How much total are you guys looking for?
It's about a $25 million campaign, if you include the exhibit and a new lobby and the new exterior for the museum and new walkways, new parking facilities, looking at the entire exterior and interior to make it much easier to use and more interesting to use than what we have now, but also making the outside sort of reflect the importance of what goes on the inside, because what happens in here is pretty important with kids learning basic science. It's the reason we exist. Education is why we exist. We are an educational institution. We're just not a formal educational institution. So we provide that support for the formal system that maybe they can't do in the classroom as easily as we can. That full hands-on, body-on experience, which is the way kids learn. They learn by play. That's their work. Play is kids' work, and that's how they learn about things like science.
Of a $12 million grant that will establish the Donald W. Reynolds Children's Hall here at the Science Museum of Oklahoma. With this grant, our trustees recognize the opportunity to meet an unmet cultural and educational need for the community and the community's youngest children and their families. The Oklahoma Museum Network has been designed, led, and hosted by the Science Museum of Oklahoma. In part, it is this good work serving the entire state of Oklahoma that has led us to this $12 million gift here today.
What can we expect from the new additions?
Well, this is an exhibit that will have a series of components in it. It will become one area, so when you walk in, you'll go, wow, I'm in a different place and perhaps a different time. But it will also have individual components that you could spend 2 or 3 hours on each of those components. So it could easily become an all-day experience.
How old is the Science Museum Oklahoma that was once called Omniplex?
Well, Science Museum Oklahoma actually began at the fairgrounds with a planetarium, the Kirkpatrick Planetarium, in 1958. And then John Kirkpatrick built the first phase of this building in 1978, and then he decided it wasn't large enough. So he doubled the size. In 1982, we now have about 360,000 square feet. So the beauty of it is we don't have to add new square footage when we do something like this. We can build this 21,000 square foot exhibit inside our space, and that essentially will become a children's museum within the museum, and just that exhibit alone is larger than 90% of children's museums in the country.
That is incredible. How exciting. This is obviously something that's going to be great for future kids, for kids that already come here around 2015. Hopefully we'll see the beautiful new additions to the Science Museum Oklahoma. So for more information, what's your website?
It is sciencemuseumok.org.
Very exciting. Thank you so much.
Thank you.